Folks, I'm going to do a hike today, and I'm going to tell you about it here just in a moment. We're at the trailhead. I'm getting ready to go through the Wild Acres Tunnel. So I am north of Asheville, south of Boone, south of Little Switzerland, actually about six or so miles. I'm here at the Deer Lick Gap Overlook, and so this is kind of this is the Deer Lick Gap, and that's McDowell County back behind me. Over here behind me this way, directly behind me now is my father's land. Blue Ridge Parkway owns the land maybe, I don't know, 300 feet or so down the hill, and then all that hollow back over there is my dad's land. Deer Lick Gap Overlook, it's 3,452 feet. Just beyond my car there is the trailhead for what's called the Three Knobs Trail. There are two different kinds of trails that I like to do, two different kinds of hikes I like to do, we'll say. I like to do sort of the adventure hikes, which usually are in tough to get to places. They show you spectacular, amazing scenery, just absolutely, mind-boggling type things. They're usually hard to get to, and they're challenging hikes. And then there's the other kind of hike where I get out and I do stuff like this. So here's the trailhead. This is a very easy hike, folks. Nothing to wear you out on this one. The trail's typically in very good shape. You'll see just lots of beautiful, deep forest is what you're here seeing. Now this is September 27th, 2014. In about a week to 10 days, this will be totally transformed. So, it'll be absolutely golden gorgeous. You just won't believe how pretty this hardwood forest is. This hike is about unusual trees, cool old stumps and things, beautiful flowers, sunlight through the leaves. This is one of my favorite hikes in the world, folks. The Three Knobs Trail. It does go up what it is, there are three different knobs. Knob means something different world, different countries, I know, but a knob here in America means a high rise, kind of a rounded peak sort of hill, right? Where's a dangerous tree that could fall on somebody? We'll be careful as we go under that, not to jar it. But each of the knobs, this trail connects them, and they're headed out toward Crabtree Falls area. I've taken you to Crabtree Falls. If you've not seen it on one of my previous videos, go there and check it out. But this trail goes and connects the three different knobs. Each of the knobs are around 3,800 feet high. 3,700, 3,850. So we will climb a bit on this, but the trails are very easy, not a whole lot of roots, not a whole lot of strange rocks. It's the kind of trail you can walk on and not worry too much about turning your ankle or anything. You see there are trail markers like this that show you kind of where to go. So we're gonna stay on the white trail. You can also see here, people put little bits of paint like that there on the trees. So you can always see the trail and kind of stay with it. But the Three Knobs, I think the hike altogether might be close to 2 miles. And you'll go, you'll climb up to the top of each knob, and then you'll do a little saddle that's in between. And I'm gonna pause from time to time and just show you how pretty the forest looks. But again, folks, I'm putting this out ahead of time so you'll know kind of what to expect. And I'm hoping that this video catches the folks that like to do easy hikes and that like to just see beautiful forests, lots of vegetation, and pretty color. You're not going to get the fantastic, crazy scenery, rocks, and vast valleys and craggy mountains and things on this hike. On this hike, you're just going to experience a lot of nature, and that's why I like it. Pretty flowers and stuff. This mushroom down here, it's like the top's been knocked off of it. I may have done it myself. That's pretty. I'm not sure what kind of flower that is. My botany friends maybe could tell me that, the people that know more about wildflowers and such.
I keep hearing hickory nuts and stuff fall out of the trees. Probably got some squirrels up in the canopies above us. Now, my brother Tim tells me he's seen bears on this trail. So, hopefully, we don't disturb a bear. Wouldn't mind seeing one, but don't exactly relish the thought of encountering one. Here, a woodpecker. Going into a little rhododendron thicket here. This is one of those little hikes that, to me, now the sun's not out. When the sun is out and filtering through the trees, this is a magical kind of hike. And I kid you not, come back 10 days from now and this will be golden. What's one of the prettiest hikes you'll take through a forest. I've got my GoPro kind of on top of my GoPole and letting it hang. Hopefully produce sort of almost like a steady cam effect. Reduce my motions as I go through the woods. Here we go. Now we're getting some of the light I'm talking about. Of course, everything's green now. I would imagine second week of October, maybe going into the third week, is when the leaves peak out up here, when it really becomes nice. We've talked about galax before. Galax is pretty popular for floral arrangements and stuff. So you see a lot of people that will up here go out and pick galax and just actually pirate it off people's lands. Now this, I like this lichens and stuff growing on these trees. I love seeing that. Got the GoPro up on the top of my pole now. Kind of shooting down from about 8 feet. Yeah, we got some beautiful blue sky gonna come out. Fantastic. This hike is more about just nature, about being as one with it, you know. Don't think I'm getting that kind of granola crazy tree hugger on you, but there is that little bit of a side of me. I mean, I just appreciate getting to go out somewhere and walk on really cool mosses and stuff like this. And hear the birds. You can get out here and sit real still somewhere, find you a log to sit on or something. It's amazing how the forest comes to life if you just get really still and listen. Lots of acorns on the ground here. So we're under some oaks. Deer like to come up. Now I used to climb from my dad's house. I'd climb up here, not by driving up here, but by climbing from my dad's house. It's a little steep hike from his direction, but I used to just come up here and sit sometimes. Just sit and hang out, eat a sandwich. There's a way to get to some of the places we're going without even following the trail. This is a trail that very few people know about, it seems. So I'm glad to be sharing it with y'all. I love looking at the different kinds of little mushrooms and things that grow on the ground.